Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to our humble Soviet Republic, nestled deep, seemingly, in the middle of nowhere. Off in the distance, Ashkakal is on the cusp of profitability as we've just established a clothing factory and we're just about to tap into the oil reserves located right across the river. I am very excited for all the things to come this episode, folks, but I am going to be patient. We are, in fact, going to wait until the warehouse and the bus stop are both finished being built. That's partly because I want to be patient, and partly because there's something that is significantly more urgent that needs immediate dealing with. And as the title of this episode, I'm sure, has given away, that urgent matter has to do with water. Folks, you'll see up at the top right corner over here, happiness is down to 63%, and if you take a look at the reasons for decrease, you will see that quite a few people aren't getting water. And that means that if we investigate the water tower all the way up over here, we're seeing a shortage. So, yeah, let's go ahead and solve this problem before we get distracted by absolutely anything else. Our population continues to grow, so even though we haven't established these buildings, even though we haven't brought in a huge slew of new immigrants, the birth rate alone is applying pressure to our infrastructure in terms of, in this case, water supply. So, what are we going to do? Well, the short-term solution is to simply get some additional water trucks and to get them to deliver water a bit more frequently. So let's go ahead and get ourselves, I'm thinking 1, 2, 3 more water trucks, give them a second to arrive, assign them this very same path to deliver water to this water tower, and that'll help us maybe last for another couple of months. Maybe we'll make it to, I don't know, March 1963. But more importantly is this project that we were investing so much time in last session, getting the water pumped from down over here up to here and then distributed to these factories and down to this substation over here for further delivery to all of these buildings. And the redundancy is going to be extremely helpful, and I'm very much looking forward to providing this relief. However, a couple things occurred to me between sessions. One is that while we are bringing the water all the way up to here, we unfortunately aren't then applying additional pressure to then pump it all the way over to here. This entire journey for the water is uphill. And so we've got the pump down there that should hopefully give us enough pressure to get the water up to here, but I'm not convinced that we can get the water from here to there. And that's going to be a bit of a problem. So we have to make some adjustments over here. That's one thing. The other thing that's occurred to me is that, folks, this isn't 95%. I don't know why I got into my head that it was 95%. It is 93%. And I'm pretty sure that's the threshold for water quality being too poor to drink. In the sense that people will still drink it, but it'll affect their health and overall happiness and stuff like that as well. So we're going to have to get some water filtration set up as well. The water woes are not just yet behind us. So how are we going to go about doing this? I suppose I could do the filtration down over here, and that way when workers get delivered to the water well, they can also get delivered to the water filtration plant, and then we can go ahead and send the water up top and get another pump installed somewhere up over here to then send the water across to this switch and substation down there. We're going to go ahead and plan all this while paused, and then we'll go ahead and pick up to double time and get everything established so that the water situation has been solved. That is probably the right way to go about this. So first things first, let's go ahead and take a look at our water treatment plant. We just want the small one. We do not need the big one. That is extremely expensive, especially when you consider we have just under 160,000 rubles. So let's go ahead with the small water treatment plant. We're going to have to bring chemicals in, and that's going to be so expensive. This is all going to be so expensive. And the thing is that I wouldn't mind putting the plant up over here to then send the water, like the clean water, just over here. But people are going to be drinking this water at these factories as well. And people are going to be drinking this water at the prison too. So we kind of need the water to be clean on the way up. Yeah. All right. Okay. So down here it shall go. I should be able to place a free bus stop in the area, actually. So let's take a look at that first. Where would I want to place you? Up over here? Well, I think up over here makes the most sense. Yeah, because then I can, just get a bus down here and it'll split where the people go. Get a slightly larger bus. I was going to just get a micro bus that can fit 7 people, but I guess we'll go with something a bit bigger. Let's place you down over here, buddy. Really, it's got to be so big. I wish it was just like a little sign, you know? A tiny little thing. I guess that's what this is supposed to represent. Go ahead and pop you there. Go ahead and connect the road if I can. Sure, I'll take it. There you go, cool. We'll do that, and where is the filtration plant going to go? Well, the pipes are going right up this way, so ideally the filtration plant would fit in there, but with the way the road's set up right now, I don't think it will. Yeah, alright, we gotta make some adjustments. I call it the filtration plant, it's the treatment plant, water treatment. I'll get into the habit. Alright, so can't build you to infrastructure. Is that the infrastructure underground? Go ahead and flip you around like so. Yeah, I think the pipes are actually getting in the way. That makes sense. We'd actually want you to be kind of like this, I suppose. Can't build you to infrastructure. Let's go ahead and demolish these pipes. Can't believe we're here. Go ahead and nix this. That's going to take some time, unfortunately. The deconstruction, demolition is going to take some time. But fair enough, we'll do that. And then up over here, we got to get a pump. I'm trying to figure out if we get the pump here or if we get the pump here. Just not 100% sure. Maybe up over here will do the trick. Let's try that. So let's go ahead and get the small water pumping station. Right up over here. And again, we'll have to demolish the pipes beneath, obviously. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's get the sidewalk connection like so. It'll take so long for construction vehicles to come back to here. But I don't think we have much of an option. All right, cool. That's all well and good. Let's go ahead and demolish the pipes beneath as well. That should do the trick. And I really hope that this pumping station applies enough pressure. And I also really hope that this is enough space for the planned construction. I mean, worst case scenario, we can shift this bus stop over. It's not like we paid any money to establish that. All right, fair enough. That's all we can do for the time being. So let's go ahead and let time move forward. Let's go ahead and make sure that these are priority constructions. High priority, please, down over here. I mean, there's only 2 demolitions going, so let's go ahead and guess I'll make them both high priority. And let's make sure you're actually getting your workers from this bus stop as well, because we were currently going to get them from Road, which would take so very, very, very long. I think I did it just in time too. Yeah, going to Ashkakal. Okay, excellent. Excellent, excellent. So this shouldn't take too long, folks. Everything is A-OK, but let's go ahead and make sure they stay A-OK by coming up to here and telling this water truck to use this line. So 1, 2, and 3. There's no reason to wait or anything. I'll send them packing right away. Go, buddy. Go. 206 is the multiplier on that no water warning. We'll see how that changes as we get these water trucks in place. Oh, this guy's already on his way. You too, hopefully. All right, double time it then. Thing is, things are going to get backed up over here as well. If these you can see they're already getting backed up a little bit actually. But hey, we'll see if we need to adjust our plan and maybe send some people down to Alba Lutakia instead to get water, because this is a larger custom house. It's got even more road connections and stuff as well, so we might need to do that. Hopefully not, but if so, I'll be ready for it. Warehouse construction is happening. Bus stop construction is happening. Sure, these two will probably be done by the time we've made the room to actually build the water treatment plant as well, so that'll work out nicely, I guess, ultimately. And you know what? We might actually end up making this a gravel road as well. It's just such a nice connection. It's just such a nice connection. So we might just end up making that gravel too. Maybe once this is done. Eventually. Inevitably. Alright. What are we looking at here? Water tower. Alright, it's getting water. Oh my god, no water is now a negative 1.9% for 908. Yikes. Now, who's starving? Why are people starving? Oh, you know what? Nope, the prison's not built yet. Who is not getting access to food or meat? We've got plenty of it. Oh, people here were unable to get food? That doesn't make any sense. They can reach. Maybe they just had the bad luck that when they went, there was nobody working here? What are the chances? Garbage container is overfilled. Oh, speak of the devil. There's a garbage truck. Yeah, that must have been... That couldn't have been the problem. How are you unable to get food? I don't like that. I don't want things to start falling apart for things that are outside of my control. Things that are in my control, absolutely. I deserve the punishment. But for things that are outside of my control, don't do it to me, gang. Alright. This is almost done, it looks like. Just the cleanup now. A little bit of mixed waste left. All done? All done. Beautiful. And now let's make sure that the pipe actually works. And the big pipes, right? Hook you up there. Hook you up there. Yep. I really hope this works. Go ahead and make this a high priority. You too, buddy. Let's go. Alright. Again, these are pretty cheap and easy constructions. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. But yeah, I gotta get this destroyed so we can get the treatment plant built. ASAP. Fortunately, bringing resources in from Alba Lutakia will be extremely quick. It's like right down the road. So that's good. Silver lining thinking. Lower the priority on this prison. I mean, as much as that's a bit of a problem, crime is an issue, actually. Crime is a bit of an issue, isn't it? Oh, God. Okay. You know what? Keep it medium priority. And we're going to have to figure out supplies for this prison as well. We got to bring them food. We got to bring them clothes, water they're going to have. We need to bring meat as well. So that's going to make a dent in our economy as well. That'll be fun. And it looks like this bus stop is done. So why don't we go ahead and actually make some adjustments? Well, because I don't want workers coming to the clothing factory just quite yet. We'll let the warehouse get completed first. We'll let the warehouse get completed first. I think that's fine. Coming through over here. The demolition, yeah. People have come through. What are these resources for? Interesting. Either way, we're almost done. This shouldn't take too much longer. And yeah, we might need to move this bus stop to actually fit the plant here. Watch, this needed to be just a little bit longer. I should have gone further. I should have gone further just to get it all done at once. Alright, scraps being taken away. No, not yet. These guys are being sent out. Excellent. I've got my 3 trucks. Okay, good. So we should be working as efficiently as possible here. Gravel continues to flow. And you know what? It occurs to me that as soon as I get water flowing, we're going to have sewage needs. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at those as well. We're going to need a sewage tank, which I suppose we could place somewhere here. What are we thinking? Trying to figure out the exact approach here. So, we'll pop the sewage tank down here. That'll be the prison, the gravel processing plant, and both of these factories. This should hopefully do the trick. We're going to go ahead and get a switch set up as well. What I might need to do, just because of the slope, what I'll definitely need to do because of the slope, actually, is a touch of terraforming. Lower things here a bit. And you know what? Let's go ahead and demolish you, bad boy. And raise things a bit as well. And this should create a little dip where we can put the switch. And that should give us the slope we need. So, where are we? Plumbing. Put the switch right over here. So this output has a connection as well. Pop you down there. Let's go ahead and get the sewage tank to line up to that nicely over here. So yeah, the prison, the gravel processing plant, and both these factories have access. Beautiful. Pop you down over here. And if I've done this well enough, then that'll connect, and this will connect. Oh, come on. Requires proper slope. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay. That's okay. Just gotta lower it a bit more, maybe. Yep, looks to be the case. Not a problem. Demolish that. Get rid of that. Maybe I need to... Let's do. Go ahead and lower terrain a bit more. That should do the trick, I think. So where is my switch? Rotate you like so. Up like that, and let's just check this one first. Yeah, beautiful. So I think this one should probably be a larger sewage pipe, just because it's industrial. This one can still be a medium. Well, actually, you know what? Why don't we go with the larger one? Considering what we're dealing with here. And then from here, I'll want to get a switch established up here as well. If I'm lucky, I won't need to get a pump put down. Like this. Which way is the pedestrian? You're that way. Alright, let's pop you down like so. And I should be able to do... I don't think this needs to be a big one, because this can only be drawn as quickly as the vehicles are there to pick it up. Requires proper slope. Damn it. Alright, so I guess we will need a pump. Okay, not a problem. I mean, I guess I dipped this down so far. Of course I'll need a pump. Maybe I can lower that as well, but first let's see what a pump will do for us. 5-meter drop should do the trick. Drop it down like this, up over here. If I can avoid all the pedestrian crossings happening against that one road, I'd be a lot happier. So let's see what this does for us. Pop you there. Requires proper slope, yeah. Probably have to do like a 15-meter drop. Okay, not a problem. Easy solution. Of all the things I could struggle with, this is the easiest thing to not struggle with. Considering how much of a struggle it was the first time I had to deal with it. Connect like so, and like so. Then we have 2 more points of connection if needed. Is that perfectly straight? No, it's not. Do I mind? Nah, I don't. I'm okay. So let's go ahead and specify that we're going to start the construction of all of this and this, but not this, because again, we're not actually building that factory yet, right? Is this a bit of a priority? It is not. Actually, it's not got anything assigned to it. Why? Can't come in from the bus stop, I guess. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a mud footpath connection, I suppose. Well, actually, hang on. Wait, what's this? Unfinished footpath. Oh, I see, okay. Bit confused there for a moment. Alright, let's put you down like this. Hook you up like so, and hook you up like so. Cool. So then we can hopefully get all this stuff done. Yeah, construction offices are being assigned. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Alright, we can prioritize those shortly down over here. I've been letting it go at double time while this has been sitting, and people have been thirsting. No, actually, we're looking okay for water. Okay, good. Momentarily, I do not want to rest on my laurels. Alright, where are my options here? Water treatment plant. Yeah, beautiful. You will actually fit here nicely, it seems. Flip you around. Pop you down like this. Let's go ahead and get rid of this bus stop. It can be shifted over, placed afterwards. This kind of a thing. the output doesn't like line up is the thing. Alright, fair enough. Here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. We'll pop you down like so. Then the big water pipe should be able to hook up like so. And this thing will hook up, you know, somewhere else. Like, further down the line. Go ahead and cancel some of this plumbing. Cancel some more, actually. Because the curve might need to be quite, yeah. That should work. Demolition should happen from up over there, hopefully. Easy enough. This construction project. Get you going, buddy. First of all, let's get that free bus stop down over here. Oh, would you look at that? It will still fit. So let's pop you down over here. With this road connected. Now. Other infrastructure in the way. Is it because we're doing this demolition? Oh yeah. I think the terraforming got this exposed a little bit. Okay, that's not great. Where's my sidewalk? Get you hooked up. Alright. And have it that way, I guess. Hook you up like this, and that should allow this to be built. Go ahead and make this high priority. Let's go ahead and make sure that all of our construction offices are able to get here. They're not. Why not? They really can't use a sidewalk, eh? Oh god, so I gotta wait until the deconstruction is done? Why do I keep calling it deconstruction? Demolition. Deconstruction, that. Isn't some fancy Michelin star restaurant. It's a deconstructed pipe. Oh yes, the word technically works, but demolition is what I mean to say. Happiness is on the way back up. I think we went from 63 to 64. People aren't thirsty, which is nice to see. We have a bit of surplus water. Again, not enough to rest my, not enough to make me rest and relax or anything, but it is nice to see. If we take a look at our all-time here, still just the 2 escapes. 66 deaths, I think that's acceptable. I mean, I imagine those are natural causes for the vast majority of them. I know a few of them obviously died in that massive fire. Well, massive fire. This tiny little hovel over here. But overall, I think we're doing okay. Overall, I think we're doing just fine. For sure. Alright, where are these guys? Coming through, buddy? Picking people up. Alright. Easy. Easy. Can't wait to upgrade some of these roads. But let's go ahead and double time things. Keep an eye on this warehouse as well, because as soon as this is done, we're going to kick off operations over here. And yes, there's going to be a cost to it at first, obviously, as we import fabrics. But at the end of the day, it's going to be very good for us. It's going to be very good for us. That bus is on its way back, I hope. I feel like I should upgrade this road. Maybe prioritize this. Because there's less relying on it, I guess. But as soon as the road's better, I imagine we'll see a lot more action. Well, up over here, this is done, right? Yeah. What's up with you? Damn. Okay, well, at least everything else isn't done. Because I'd be kicking myself if everything else was done and this was the holdup. But no, there's a couple other things waiting for us as well. Happiness is down to 63% again. People unable to practice sport. Low government loyalty is hurting as well. That's not great. Again, a few more statues might just do the trick. I mean, this is... oh, it's not a bad radius. Can I get a small statue down over here, perhaps? The monuments here. Hopper statue. Fit it. Infrastructure, existing buildings, all getting in the way. Oh, hello. Always room for Lenin. I'm like, do I want him? Imagine living in one of these apartments and you look out the window and a copper statue of Lenin is just staring you dead in the eyes. Like, whoever's living here is just like, I keep the blinds down, actually. Why? The neighbors always watching? No. No, it's not the neighbors. Hey. It'll bring the people's loyalty. It'll bring the people's loyalty. So I should probably make sure this is being continued so that we can actually reach this spot and get the statue built. Alright, cool. Beauty. Now what's the deal down here? Done? We're done. Go ahead and hook you up. How do no construction offices have a path to this construction? I mean, we've got some literally coming. Alright, I'm not sure what that was about, but it's okay. We're working now. We're working now. Somebody over here can probably hook up like that. Cool. The high priority, excellent. Already got the excavator coming through. Doesn't take that many resources or anything, so we should be okay. Unable to visit hospital. Maybe I should get fuel down here so the ambulance doesn't have to go all the way to a gas station. This was pointed out to me in the comments a couple of episodes ago, actually, and I've been thinking about it ever since. Just trying to watch my expenses. We're about to cross that 100k threshold. If you haven't got your bets in yet, it might be too late, because I think it's pretty evident where this is going to end up before we start making money. We're almost done here. Almost. 94%. Okay. Okay, it's not bad. That's not bad. And is this factory connection done? Also almost done. Heating problem, we hit 4 degrees Celsius, we're okay. This will be quick enough. I could make this a higher priority, I suppose. Yeah, maybe I should. What's the point of having the warehouse if the connection isn't actually working? Bit of a waste, really. Alright, all this is being built. Yeah, all this is being built. Stuff. Up over here. Huh. Why is the switch not being built? We got the pumping station. But the switch wasn't being built, alright. Glad I checked that. Connection's okay, I really hope. Really hope all this works as I've envisioned it. For this pump over here in particular. Hopefully that's going to apply enough pressure. Again, if I've understood the mechanism correctly. Yikes, 61%. People are really upset about not being able to pray at a church, eh? But 61%, why? I'm not seeing any massive indicators of happiness dropping. Like, yeah, that's a strange direction for that to be going in. And, of course, the price of oil goes down just before we start tapping into it. That's priceless. Well, actually, no, it's got a price. My economy, that's the price. We're okay. Warehouse here is done. Let's go ahead and limit amounts. We want no crops, no chemicals, no alcohol, no food. None of this stuff. But you know what? Here's the thing. I don't want to import 30% of 200 tons of fabric. I gotta be really careful about that. Let's go ahead and make some plans here. So, distribution office. Which one of you can import fabrics? I believe it's only one, and that's this one. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and stop loading up on clothes. Instead, we're gonna export clothes. We are gonna start loading up on fabric. Then, down over here, we're going to load clothes if it's beyond, what, 1%? And we're going to unload fabrics if it's below, say, 5%. Doesn't like 5%? Okay, fine, I can go with 10. Sure. So hopefully, we'll take on, what, 20 tons of fabric? That should be okay. And not only that, but we also still have the order to drop clothes off at this warehouse. So instead of picking them up from the border, we'll be picking them up from this warehouse when we're over that, what, 10% or whatever it was. You know, maybe 1% actually makes sense, just so that we're moving goods a bit more frequently. So yeah, let's stick with 1%, and hopefully it actually registers, and keep fabric at 10%. I mean, the other thing I can do, obviously, is come down over here and just say, nope, I want less fabric, so 10% is, what, 15 tons? I can do something like that. 1%. So when we have 2 tons of clothes, we start moving it around. Sure, that should be reasonable. But in order to make all this actually work, as soon as fabric arrives, we have to make sure the buses are dropping people off at this bus stop instead. First, let's turn our attention down to here real quickly. Yeah, it looks like we're making decent progress at a decent rate. This pipe is not yet being built. Let's go ahead and build that and commission all this construction as well. High priority, please, and high priority for you as well. Gonna have to purchase a couple of vehicles. Oh, I guess this piece of road is upgraded. I was like, why were you dropping people off? Okay, for this piece of road. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, things are looking pretty good back there. Up over here, this thing is almost done, 50%, roughly. That's good. 62% happiness. Why? I'm actually kind of surprised by that. Like, all the negative indicators are on the way down. People can't enjoy sports is a complaint, but where? A lot of these people want to go to the mosque, don't they? Maybe it's time I allow them to. Maybe I get that bus going. Because that's the only thing I can think of, that and the hospital visits, but like... Actually, I guess there are patients that are waiting for treatment quite often. I could bring in some additional experts. Because I guess we're lacking some experts. So sure, let's go ahead and do that and see if that helps. Alright, we'll keep an eye on this. 62% isn't a very good number. It's a far cry from the low 70s that we were previously hitting, and the mid to high 70s and the 80s that I was hoping for. We'll get there, but not like this. Alright, 8 tons of fabric imported. I think it's time for us to start looking at exports. Another 9 tons coming through. Alright, buddy. Where are you? Well, you're currently coming in with an empty bus. You too. Okay. View line details. Let's say 10% get off there. Let's remove that stop. Let's go ahead and add this stop where everybody else gets off. Yep. Do that. That'll hopefully do the trick. Yeah, so many people waiting to get picked up. Maybe I need another bus on this line, especially for when people aren't actually going for construction jobs and stuff like that, you know? You are gonna pick up 30 workers. Let's see what this guy gets up to. And that's the thing, this guy follows immediately afterwards. So here, view line details. Let's go ahead and start line spacing. I know I just adjusted the line, so it has to recalculate, but let's start line spacing. Let's see what this guy does with its 31 workers. Just a small fraction should go into the brick factory, and the rest will hopefully split up into the clothing factory and the gravel processing plant. At 22 have stayed on. Not a lot of workers at the brick factory. We don't want to suddenly collapse our brick production industry. That'll be a problem too. But as the sun sets on the 15th of February, the day after everyone starts needing clothes again, yeah, these guys are going to come through. We're going to start importing fabrics from this warehouse and slowly but surely exporting clothes as well. Extremely, extremely slowly but surely. We got to hit that 2-ton mark before we actually start sending anything out, unless, of course, I reduce this this number. That was okay. All right, we're working on it. Okay, good. 63%. Crime is a problem, folks. Okay, hey, hello. The prison is up and running. So. Food, clothes, meat. Alright, distribution office. What are you getting here? Food. We're not getting clothes, we're getting it from the warehouse. Go ahead and add this as a stop to drop food off. And clothes too, actually, I guess, yeah, fair enough. Keep it at 30%. Who's got the meat? You've got the meat, okay. Go ahead and add prison to unload meat. Alright, I know it's a habit to check the box. I know when nothing's checked, it means everything is being handled, but it's a habit to click on the box. Okay. We can influence how people are adjusted when they're in prison, I suppose. I could increase the propaganda because right now government loyalty drops. I can actually increase that. Wouldn't mind happiness improving. I guess being in prison is not going to help your... Oh wait, hold on, that's preference for alcohol. What am I doing? Propaganda. Reduced enthusiasm for sport actually affects happiness as well. Alright. Let's look after our prisoners. A little bit of drop in loyalty. It's not great because that impacts their efficiency and stuff like that, but I guess we'll have to make do with that. We've got garbage trucks in the area that'll pick up the garbage. We need water. Currently we're without drinking water, and that's not great. What about the sewage situation? We've got all this up and running? No, we don't. Almost. Ish. We'll get there soon enough. But hey, at least we're producing clothes, right? Gotta celebrate that. Gotta take the wins when you get them. And up over here, this thing's almost done. We'll soon start producing oil as well, and then we'll have to be extremely careful about purchasing too many trucks in a row because that'll start, well, that'll cause a dent. We're okay. We're okay. Problems will soon be behind us. Look at that sunrise. Problems will soon be behind us. Just need a bit more steel and a few more mechanical components and we'll be a-okay. There's the steel coming through. So just the mechanical components now. The switch is up and running, yeah. Alright, cool. I believe the pipes are almost done as well. Need a couple of work days, that's all. This one's almost done. Great. Beauty, beauty, beauty. I love the level of complexity in this game. It's such... For me, it's like one of the biggest selling points. Just to get water flowing, we need like 7 different buildings, right? And there you have it. Clothes actually coming through to this warehouse. Beautiful. 18 workers right now. Maybe we do get another bus. Yeah, that's too many people missing missing shifts. Yeah, this was in its 30s when this bus comes through. It's in its 20s. Obviously, right now we're doing some construction as well. Alright. Where's this road depot? Go ahead and buy one of these big buses for 6,000. Yikes, that's actually a lot of money right now. We're sub 100k. And I gotta get some micro buses, right? I gotta get some small buses. Move people to the water facilities. 40 passengers is the smallest it gets. Okay. I mean, 7 or 8 obviously as well, but we're going to need a bit more than that to actually get this treatment plant up and running as well. What are we waiting for? A couple of people for 5 days. That's all we need. All we need. Alright, not too shabby. Deal here. 0.18 tons. I want to make sure we catch our first export of clothes. God damn it, we've had another escape. Oh, we were doing so good for so long. We're doing so good for so long, and then... What, someone showing up at a prison caused us that trouble? I don't understand the starving. Who's not eating, and why? We got plenty of food. The prison has food as well. We're all being very well taken care of. Ah, folks, we tried. We tried hard. One more escape. That's okay. That's actually a decent rate. 3 years, 3 escapes. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Alright, where are the workers? Here we go. Guys are going to arrive. They're going to finish the job. And how many do we need to actually make this work? 5. Alright, move everyone in a prison bus. Let's get a couple of these micro buses, I think, that can ship 8 people at a time. And we'll get them down to this bus stop over here to distribute workers as they see fit. And hopefully it works out alright. This pipe is almost done. Need a few more workers. The pipe over here is done. Okay, great. So this is almost behind us now, at least. 0.39 tons of clothes, 0.29 in there right now. Right, I was going to check resource movement, clothes. We have not exported any yet. Okay, very well. We need, like, big batches of workers coming through. Bus full of 11 people, 5 of which go to the clothing factory. That's not moving the needle, you know? It's barely anything. Alright, it's okay, it's okay. Once the water starts to flow, we can perhaps finish the construction of these flats and get a bunch more workers in to facilitate the production of clothes. Oh man, are we gonna go below 50k? Possible. Alright, where are these buses? They're getting gas, and then we'll go ahead and tell them where to go. This construction is all done. Yep, beautiful. Hopefully this will all work as intended, because if it doesn't, we're in a bit of trouble. We're in a bit of trouble. Come on through, buddy. So, you're going to go over here. You're going to load up on all but the most educated of workers, and you're going to unload them over here. Begin. And copy that schedule over to you as well. And in just a moment's time, we'll go ahead and tell you to kick off as well. You line details and rename this line to the Ashkakal Water Works workers line. Sure. That's clear enough, I think. Gonna come down this way. They both have 8 workers apiece. And so yeah, hopefully as they come through, they'll distribute between them and do what they need to do. Oh, interesting. This is the preferred path? Then why do they go around this way? I wouldn't mind upgrading this road section, actually. Let's see what this bus actually does, and let's see where the people actually go. And let's see what the water actually does, too. Moment of truth. Okay. Ah, right. Crap, we're gonna need chemicals. Doesn't end. We're gonna need chemicals. Because we're certainly not pushing unpurified water. Yep. God, from this distribution office? Or do we get a dedicated vehicle? Who can ship chemicals? Covered, I think. Yeah, 0.33 tons at a time. That should be enough, I think. Yeah, let's try that. Let's get you. It's gonna be expensive. Chemicals are expensive. Well, hey, at least the water tower is full. We know this pump is working. The water treatment facility is full as well. Just need those chemicals. Soon enough, soon enough. Workers are spreading as well. Only 14 got on there. Only 4 got on here. That's not great. Oh, this is just for construction work. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. 16 workers on this. Arrival to a prison causing people unhappiness. I mean, like, but you committed a crime. Maybe have you considered not doing that? No water is actually causing some trouble as well. So are we suffering here again? No. Oh, you know what? It might be at the prison. Yeah, it'll probably be at the prison. So as soon as we get chemicals coming in over here, that should be fixed. You, my good friend, are going to go to Al-Balutakia. You're going to load up on chemicals. Then you're going to drop them off over here. That's your lot in life. That should work out. Got your tank of gas, excellent. Happiness is up at 64% again. I'll take it. Go, buddy, go. And again, I want to keep an eye on where these buses actually go, because if I can upgrade this road, I would very much like to do so. Okay, so they do go back. But I guess this would be the optimal path. Do I want to invest in upgrading this road? Alright, let's upgrade this road first. I think it should be safe to do so. Gravel road. This section first. Because there's a bypass. Right up over here there's a bypass. So let's do this first. See what that does for us. Warehouse, how you looking? Almost got our first ton of clothes. That's exciting. They'll sell for a decent amount. We just gotta produce them faster, that's all. We just gotta make them faster. Helps to have workers actually arrive. There's a couple coming through right now. Now, would you look at that? Production. Nice. We need more workers. Chemicals, where you at? Okay. Fine by me. Beautiful. I'm like Anakin Skywalker from the Phantom Menace specifically. It's working. Every step of the way, I was just like, don't celebrate yet. Don't celebrate yet. So, filtration is happening. Water comes up to this pump. It's getting forced through. Water quality is 100%, even better than what we were importing. Being sent up to here. So now the prison's got drinking water. Excellent. And it's being thrown all the way to here as well. A decent rate. All these guys have 100% water quality drinking water as well. Now that's definitely got to help, right? So, did you take me up to 4 escapes? 5 escapes. That hurts. That stings a little, but I think some of it has to do with people being sent to prison. Causes a bit of unhappiness. So what are you going to do? Hey, escapes are inevitable, right? Escapes are inevitable. Some people can't stand the work needed to get to that glorious status, right? It is what it is. But let's try and keep it. Let's try and keep it to below 2 digits. For the longest time, I was like, yeah, we're going to keep it at 2, but obviously we're going to have moments like this. Hey guys, I'm pleased. I'm pleased. Water is flowing. Oil is flowing as well now. Yes, it is. All right, let's go ahead and get a couple trucks for that. Let's be very careful not to get too many. I think the cistern is what we need. 2,900. No, we need a bigger one. 82. All right, let's grab a couple. 54K. And we've got an epidemic situation report. Ministry of Health has put out a warning about the increasing number of sick citizens. It does not seem as though the infection is affecting the health of patients too seriously. It seems this disease is not very contagious and will not spread very easily throughout the population. It seems this is just a seasonal event, According to our experts, this infection should disappear soon. Alright, well that's promising, I suppose, in some ways. 1.58 tons of clothes. What's the situation at this warehouse, actually? 4.42 tons of clothes. We still got a ton of clothes. Well, 4 tons of clothes to be specific. We should be okay. And here come these trucks. You're gonna go get gas, aren't you? Yeah, they're gonna go get gas. That's fine. Again, it's because this road is under construction. They have to go the long way around. Is this almost done? Yeah, just about. Might actually be done by the time this guy's got his tank of gas. Come on. There we go. Beautiful. We'll do the next section soon. And if I'm lucky, he'll actually go back that route. 65% happiness. Excellent. Alright, good stuff. What was in that water, man? What was in that water we were importing? Health has been good, though. That's great. Global pandemic is causing a bit of an issue, but otherwise. Thought they said it wasn't a big deal. Alright, buddy's back. Let's go ahead and assign you your task. You, my good friend. Now, ideally, I would do this from a distribution office, but we have to research distribution offices before we can do that. So instead, you're going to come up over here. You're going to load up on oil. And then you're going to go all the way over to Alba Latakia. Unload said oil. Go ahead and start. Your friend, meanwhile, is going to load up on oil over here. And down at Alba Latakia, unload that very same oil. Go. Want to make sure that you're waiting until you are fully loaded. And our other friend is going to do the same if I can find him. There he is. Make sure you wait until you're loaded. What we're going to do is we're going to eventually add more trucks to these lines. And then what will happen is this guy will fill up on 11 tons. The pump jack will still have, what, 5 tons left over, 4 tons left over. And the next truck is going to come through, fill up on those 4 tons, and then wait until the remaining 7 tons come through. And then by the time they go and come back, the pump jack will be topped up again. So hopefully we got a decent cadence, and our trucks are basically constantly exporting oil up until we're willing to invest in all of the pipes and stuff like that. Because again, that's going to be very expensive, and we are sub 50k, so we don't have that much wiggle room as far as expenses are concerned. We don't have nearly as much wiggle room as I would like. Okay. What are we looking at here? 2.1 tons? Is the vehicle coming over to pick up the... No, you're just bringing 9 tons of fabric. You know what? I'm going to say we store explosives over here as well. Mainly to bring some of those numbers down. There. Sure. That should do the trick. And then hopefully someone will come through to pick up the clothes and export them and make us some cash. On the topic of which, don't want to miss the first oil delivery. It's only 560 rubles worth of oil, but that's our hard-earned 560 rubles worth of oil. Beautiful. Beautiful. I really hope we can make more money more quickly. What's the deal here? Should be exporting now. Whoa. That was a whole earthquake. What? Didn't know that was a thing. Fire over here we've already extinguished. We got this fire over here that will hopefully put out. Earthquake report. Magnitude 5.5. A moderate earthquake has occurred, they say. Check your buildings for damage and ensure everyone's safety. The effective radius of this earthquake is limited, impacting only a small area. Focus your attention on nearby structures for potential damage. Interesting. Where are the fire trucks? Okay, there's one. This thing got to 60% before the fire trucks got here. That is not that is... It's not great. But they got here in the end. They got the job done. That's great, but that felt rough. That felt a little rough. All right. We have almost 3 tons of clothes here now. What's going on? unloading clothes. Yes, we're loading them. Maybe it's not registering the 1%. I'll just say 0%. Just load. Let's get them. Because now we're down to 40k. And we're getting to the point where I'm thinking I'll just get an individual truck whose sole purpose is to pick up clothes and take them away. Where is this guy right now? He's just waiting. This is the right warehouse. Weird. This absolutely should be working. There's no reason why this shouldn't work. Try that. Again, just in an attempt to futz with the numbers a bit. The export of clothes is going to make a very big difference to our economy, so it damn well better work. Yeah, dude's just chilling here. Might be time to get a dedicated truck for this. Just a small one to ship like a ton at a time or something. But this is important. This guy needs to like take those clothes elsewhere as well. I guess we're waiting for 4 tons, right? This is 10%? No, I said 0%. My guy, I need you to get to work down here. Alright, that's a little nerve-wracking. Let's get a small truck. It'll pay for itself in a couple of shipments. So sure, down at this road depot, let's go ahead and get ourselves on a small capacity covered vehicle. 2.5 tons at a time. Feels like a waste is my problem. Knowing my luck, I'm missing something obvious here. Knowing my luck, as soon as I buy that truck, this one will start moving. Yeah, unload clothes. Set it to 10% just to see if it would have an impact. I guess we'll wait until we hit. There, let's try that. A bit more room for fabric. Let's see if that triggers it. And it does. Okay. So I guess it has to be at least 10% to actually function. And it looks like they're going to be delivered to the prison. No. Damn it. Not what I had in mind. I wanted to export. But yes, I suppose the prisoners should get clothes. I guess that's not a bad thing. Man, crime continues to be a bit of a problem, doesn't it? We're making progress, at least. We're doing all right. But I guess what are you gonna do? There's crime. Sewage tank is overflowing. That's not great. I guess we need more sewage trucks. I mean, this one's got room. I guess we need more sewage trucks. Another 8,000. Takes us down to 30k. Less, 29. Alright. We need one, though. What are you gonna do? All those clothes gone now. Alright. We'll make it. We'll make it. We won't hit 0. We won't hit 0. We got this. Oil's being sent out. Again, at a very slow rate. I'd like to buy more trucks, but they can be pretty expensive, as you've seen. Yeah, see, we're already loading up on clothes. Need more workers to come through. I think we've got the line spacing working now, yeah. Hopefully that's helping. One more bus might make the difference here. Trying to save money by not getting a bus, but getting that bus might be what helps me make money. 6,700. Let's go. Let's go. I need these buses to be carrying like 40, 50 workers at a time. Could also consider allowing the continuation of this construction again now that we have the water supply and stuff. We've already hit 1,000 people as a significant population. And we should be very proud of that accomplishment. We did that without this last big haul of new migrants. So a lot of people born and raised in Ashkakal. Almost 500, in fact. You know what? Let's go ahead and resume this construction. Oh god, it's gonna need some steel, and it's gonna steal the last of our money. But we need it. We need it. We need those workers. We need those workers. A traffic jam. We hardly have enough. How do you get stuck in a traffic jam? This guy's just acting up for other reasons. We'll keep an eye out for it. Hopefully that doesn't last too long. But down over here, sorry, rather up over here, got this sewage truck. Go ahead and copy the schedule over. Get you going. Where's that bus of ours? Where's that new bus of ours? Because this is not looking pretty. This is looking pretty though. Solve that issue. Alright, who had 50k? Because we blew past that number. We blew right past that number. Overall happiness is looking okay despite what feels like larger negatives. Overall happiness is looking much better. These guys are covered for all their needs. We just have a couple of prisoners, plenty of wardens. It's all well and good. Alright. There's the bus. Go ahead and copy the schedule over. Let's get you moving. You know, we're missing quarried stone over here. And you're not going to get any more. So why are we getting more workers over here? Right, like that's a waste of workers. Oh, speak of the devil. Nope. Thought I saw someone headed down. I guess the excavator is making its way over. Did it need fuel? Yeah, it must have been something like that. Alright, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Production continues. Very well. So what's next then? What's next? More workers, I suppose? What's the flow of water looking like? I mean, this thing is now topped up because we have the redundancy. Right, we got a great flow of water coming through over here. Plenty of water over here, plenty of water over here, and plenty of water over here. So I guess expansion shouldn't be too much of a problem. We can go ahead and unsuspend this construction as well. Again, that's another 14 tons of steel. Really ought to get some exports going first. Because right now, folks, we're sitting at just above 15k rubles, and I'm not feeling too hot about that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Especially as just 14 workers toil away at the clothing factory to produce what little they can for exports. And while clothes do export for a decent chunk of change, it'll take a long time for us to hit those millions or anything like that. Guess we'll see how it plays out next time. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this session. If you did, you know what to do. Keep letting me know by leaving those likes and comments down below. As always, they make a very big difference in letting me know what people are enjoying on the channel. Lets me know what I should do more or less of and how I should go about doing it. And apart from that, I do enjoy reading through all the comments for all your suggestions, thoughts, opinions, feedback, concerns. Because God knows I've got some concerns of my own. But I think we'll be okay. I hope. I hope. As always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. They'll keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time. Cheers.